creation space, typically with the TiE young entrepreneurs. We also have something called as TiE University, and we have just launched our another university initiative, called Adventures. So it's like catching them young and helping them to grow, and that's where we want to see the 1 million nanopoints emerging from. So what's TGS all about? The TiE Global Summit is something that we wanted to be the largest entrepreneurial festival. We're calling it the Olympics of entrepreneurship, wherein we will be looking at having over 25,000 delegates, which will, space out between the student community, large corporates, the startup community, the investors, and of course, cutting across 60 plus nations to make this as global as it can be. This is what we want to unveil. We want to unveil the largest entrepreneurial showcase with over 25,000 delegates. And this is happening at the Bangalore International Exhibition Center, that I will talk about in my next couple of slides. A little bit on what are the marquee events that we're planning to do here. Something very close to my heart, which is, or to our heart actually, which is the TiE Young home conclave. When we talk about the TiE, which we spoke about, this is basically exhibiting over 1,000 students in that conclave and having over 40% of that representation from rural Karnataka is something that we would like to showcase. The other piece which we are very proud of is our TWE, which is our TiE Women Entrepreneurship vertical. We encourage a lot of our women entrepreneurs, and we do it through continuous engagement throughout the year. So we will be showcasing our women entrepreneurs through the women conclave that happens. The third piece is TGS 100. This is the first time we're doing something like this, wherein we will be picking up the top 100 global startups, and this is going to be done through a very exorbitant jury, wherein we will be showcasing these 100 startups in front of the investor community there. The other ones are, of course, our sectorial partner tracks that we are talking about, which will cut across, multiple sectors. Like I said, our focus is on democratizing entrepreneurship, and that is something which we will want to showcase. Finally, we are looking at, how do we create global entrepreneurship corridors? I have been talking to a lot of people in this room outside in terms of how do we look at creating bilateral trade corridors. So we'll be talking to trade associations, we'll be talking to consulates, and it's been very well received from a perspective of how do we encourage our startup community to be able to expand across the foreign lands, and how do we bring in foreign investment into Karnataka/India. So that is something which is very close to our heart, and there's a lot of work that's going on there. And finally, we will be having our TGS 100 Awards, which is again a very, very strong proposition that we talk about. Yes, we will be having an expo, and we are looking at a very grand pavilion of 600 plus booths, which will cut across corporates, country pavilions. We are going to have a large educational pavilion where we are looking and looking at. I have to really rush. I think I'm moving slow. Of course, TiE chapters will be showcased. A lot of tech experience zones for people to launch their product, and mentoring and startups. Pitchathon sessions. Very quickly, strong. Very inspirational conversations with global national leaders talking about the future of how are we shaping the future going forward in terms of not across tech but across multiple industry verticals. I said a lot of sector. This is all one mumbo jumbo, but very quickly, it's happening at the BIEC on the 9th, from the 9th to the 11th in Bangalore. We are closing on the 12th on the 12th of December at Mysore. The Olympics of Entrepreneurship that I spoke about. Our ecosystem partners, some very impressive names here who have already done MOUs with us and are with us on this journey. One quick, Bill Gates was awarded for TGS 20. He was awarded an award from at a Silicon Valley TiE Global Summit or program where he actually spoke about TiE being one of the organizations creating a better world. So come be a part of this magic. We look forward to you coming on board as a speaker, as a sponsor, or any kind of support that you would like to come forward with. And we look forward to having you all. This is a formal invitation to all of you to please be here in Bangalore and enjoy your Christmas vacation in Bangalore with TGS. Thank you so much, and apologies for the delays. That was fantastic.